Hello everyone and welcome to Wonderland. Firstly, I want to thank you all for 100 subscribers. I've never expected this channel to grow so quickly. Thank you also for all the likes and comments, you guys are amazing. Since we've hit our first milestone, I decided to make a special episode where we are going to tour my very first island that I actually finished. This island is inspired by Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. I'm a big fan of this movie and I watched it like 5 times already. I even rewatched it yesterday while preparing to record this episode. You can now see the dream address on the screen, so feel free to tour the island on your own if you'd like. Just a little disclaimer, this video may include some spoilers, so if you never watched Alice in Wonderland and you're planning to, you may consider stop watching this video. So yeah, let me show you the island map first. As you can see, I did a lot of terraforming. Every villager here is inspired by a character from the movie, so let me introduce them to you. Of course, we have Alice as a separate character. Then we have Bella, who represents Molly, the sword-fighting white mouse. Next is Ruby, who is our white rabbit. I know Ruby is a girl, but we don't have many white rabbits in the game, so we are making it work. Rolf is our Bandersnatch, and Rasher represents the Knife of Hearts. Sherry, of course, is the Queen of Hearts, and Stitches is our Mad Hatter. Moe may also be known to you as the Cheshire Cat. Butch represents Bayard, and who else could be our White Queen but Whitney? And lastly we have Gaston as a Thackeray, the Crazy Cook Rabbit. That's all the characters, so let's go tour the island now. The entrance is set in the real world. We begin with Alice's engagement party, so I placed some bistro tables because in that scene there were some umbrellas and I wanted to recreate it. If you go down here, there is a dance floor where Alice danced with Hamish. I had to put it on the beach because I ran out of space on the island. And if you go up here, you can see the gazebo where Hamish proposed. I even placed some canvas here because there was this man who was painting the proposal in the movie. I still love this Hedges custom design code. I wanted to recreate this maze-like vibe from the movie and I think it does a really great job. As you go further, you can see the residence. It was my first attempt at making a fake building and I think I did a great job. It looks really amazing. Here we have some snacks and more bistro tables, and the reason why I placed this ugly cliff here is so you can climb up and get better view of the building, but I destroyed it with the lighting. I remember it looking amazing during the day, but I set the time when it was getting dark and I will explain why later. Of course we have a lot of white roses, I'm sure you all know why. And on the beach we have some ships. They refer to the final scene of the movie when Alice sails away to China. Let's move on to the next location. It's a small forest filled with rabbits and of course the most important one, the white rabbit. And this is the mechanic I was the most proud of, because to enter Wonderland you have to fall down the rabbit hole, which is technically just a pipe, but you know it works the way it's supposed to. Alright, let's go down the rabbit hole. I wanted to make it so you really follow the scenes from the movie, so when you go down the rabbit hole you appear in the room with doors. It was so clever of me to hide the pipe behind the fake wall. I love this code because those doors are from the original Disney Alice in Wonderland animation, and of course we have the drink me and eat me items here. The milkshake doesn't really look like a potion, but it's the closest thing we have in the game. By the way, the lighting in this room is awful. I really didn't know what I was doing back then. I remember decorating all the rooms, so let's see what I actually did, because honestly I have no idea what I did with all of them. We have a study/library here. This one I actually remember and I think it's still very cute. Good job with the fake walls and counters. Next we have the butterfly room. It's definitely something, I have to say. Then there is the music room. It was actually inspired by the piano we see while Alice is falling down the rabbit hole. It's very elegant room, and you can also play a piano here. Upstairs I built Alice's room. She has a little sleeping area and small kitchen and some nice food. Why did I choose Dodo Airlines slippers though? I really can't explain that, but aside from that, it's a very cute room. And in the basement I made, I don't even know, a birthday picnic in the sky. I'm not sure what I was going for here, but at least the ducks are cute. So let's finally go and see the Wonderland. Welcome to Wonderland, everyone. This is actually why I wanted to be a little darker here, because of the glowing moss. It looked very cool in the dark, but at night you couldn't see the buildings very well, so I made a compromise and set the time when the sun was setting. And honestly, I kinda regret it now. I should have just saved the DA during the day, but well, it is what it is. So yeah, once again we have the white rabbit with his watch. It's very colorful area. We have a lot of flowers, giant vines and those big flowers. I don't even remember the name of this item. Then you go down the stairs. It's also related to the movie because Alice enters Wonderland by going down the stairs. First, let's head down here. This is where I placed Nook's Granny and Abel's sisters. It's nothing too special really, I just continued the overall vibe of the area, so it's very colorful. Honestly, I didn't really know what to do with most of the buildings, so they are mostly just hidden somewhere around the map. You can also walk down this path to get a little overview of this place, but again with this lighting it's not as impressive as it could be. There is also a little spoiler of one of the castles I built on this island, but we will see it later. Here I found great custom design code for those big talking flowers from the movie. I think the code is inspired by the Disney animation, but still I love the idea. By the way, please don't ask me about the custom design codes for this island because I didn't save them anywhere. I'm so sorry about that, but I never thought I would show this island to the public. Here we have some flamingos. And here is Ruby's house. The exterior is actually inspired by the White Rabbit's house from the Disney animation. It looks like the Cheshire Cat came to visit. I don't actually remember what I did with the interior. By the way, Mom's tea set is amazing for this theme. It fits perfectly. Ruby also has a little reading area. And it looks like she's home, so let's go check out the interior. It seems like she's hosting some kind of party. I don't remember placing this kitchen here though, so she was probably cooking just a few seconds ago. It's not my finest interior design, I have to say, but it's still pretty cute. As you go further along the path, you will find a blue caterpillar spot surrounded by mushrooms. Sadly, I couldn't find the custom design for Absalom, so I just placed a canva with a blue caterpillar from Disney animation on it. And here we have the Oraculum, which is basically just a treasure map, but it does the job. From here you can also get an overview of the next area, but I'm not going to spoil it for you just yet. This place is inspired by the crossroad from the movie. You know, big tree with signpost pointing to different destinations. I think we are going to go this way first. There is a small pond here, and this is the White Queen's castle. Of course, it's surrounded by lots of pink, which is not my favorite color, so it's actually my least favorite area on this island. But before we go and see the castle, let me show you this place first. It's actually inspired by the sequel, Alice Through the Looking Glass. We see this place when Alice enters Wonderland through the mirror and falls from the sky. But yeah, let's go and see the castle now. We saw this courtyard many times in the movie, surrounded by pink trees, and I built this castle so you can actually go inside and see the interiors. I'm not sure who is home right now, but I will try to show you all the interiors, even if it means visiting this dream address a couple more times. First is the White Queen's throne room. It's nothing too special really. The most important item here is Alice's armor, which she wears when she fights the Jabberwocky. The second room is inspired by the balcony where Alice talks with the White Queen. It's also the place where they spot the Mad Hatter returning from the Red Queen's castle through a telescope. And in the last room we have a kitchen where the White Queen prepared the shrinking potion for Alice, and it's probably my favorite room in this castle. So that was the castle interiors. It's a shame I don't have a better overview of the whole castle, but it's a very big building and I remember I just couldn't shape the cliff the right way. But still, I think I did a great job with it and it looks amazing. Next to the castle I made a little pond with ducks, and I think I decorated the beach here with only some flowers and weeds, but let's actually go and check so we don't miss anything. Oh, it looks like I built a little stargazing spot here. It's actually very cute. And there is Alice. It looks like she's also visiting the castle. On the other side of the courtyard, we just have this little build, and this path leads us to the next area. It's the gazebo where Alice talked with Absalom before the battle, and this is him after his transformation. And this is the cliff I mentioned earlier, so now I'm going to show you the overview of this area from this platform. Looking at this after all these years, I have to say I've did a pretty good job. This island is very beautiful and I can't believe I've built all of this. But yeah, let's move on to the next location. Heading south from the castle, you can spot Butch's house. I gave him a little laundry area and a small farm with some sheep and fishing spot and a picnic area. In the movie, he was a family guy and you can see all of it reflected in his backyard. He's not home right now, but as I promised, I will try to come back and record his interior later. This is Butch's house. As I said before, he is a family guy, so we have some kitchen here and a big table with some amazing food on it. You can also see his puppies playing around, and he even has a picture of his wife on the wall. So now let's go down this incline. This is the place where I put my tent, and it's actually a very simple area, just a couple of tents and blankets, very kidcore. It's a typical campsite near the beach, but still in the Wonderland vibe with all the colors and balloons. But if you go this way, this turtle cot is amazing by the way. Yeah, if you follow the beach, you will find a little hidden spot. It's where I placed Bladder's tent. I didn't want a museum on this island, so he just stayed in his tent on the beach, and I even made him a little study station here. You can create some lore for him in the comments. Let's go back to the crossroads now and cross the river this time. First we are heading down this path, and this is where Mo lives. Our Cheshire cat. I don't really remember his interior, so let's go and check it out. I definitely didn't have an idea for his interior. I think I did this because we always see a Cheshire cat in the forest, or mostly just his eyes and smile, so that's why I gave him this kind of forest themed interior, but yeah, definitely not my finest work. And when you go down here, you can see the famous tea party, and I absolutely love this spot. I had the most fun building this place. I was testing different chairs and food items. I wanted it to be very colorful, and I think it turned out great. I also placed a windmill to recreate the one from the movie. Let's move on to the next location. As you can see, the colors are fading and the mood is changing, so you can probably guess that the next build is the Red Queen's castle. I still love this Queen of Hearts design. First we enter her garden, and you can find a couple of references to the movie here, like flamingos and a hedgehog and the Mad Hatter's hat. If you watched the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. This castle is practically identical to the previous one, so yeah, let's go and check out the interiors. First is the Red Queen's throne room. Of course we have a pig here and some frog servants. Anyone who's watched the movie knows that we are also missing the monkeys. The second room is the Queen's chamber. We see it in the scene when the White Rabbit is trying to steal back the oraculum. That's why I placed it on the table. And in the last room we have the Mad Hatter's workplace, where he was imprisoned and forced to sew hats for the Red Queen. And this is actually my favorite room in this castle. There is one more place in the castle I want to show you, and it's the Bandersnatch lair. He even has his own stone circle. I wanted this place to feel abandoned and deserted. You can even spot a couple of skeletons there. It looks like Alice is on a mission to get the Vorpal sword. There is nothing too special about this area. I just used a bunch of stone items to fill the space. And this is where Rolf lives, so let's go check out his interior. This is the Bandersnatch lair, very rusty, but you can see that he is still guarding the Vorpal sword, so Alice hasn't taken it yet. Now we've seen all of the houses and we actually have one last place to see, and it's the spot where the final battle takes place. For this area I built a big chessboard with both the Red and White Queen's armies and the crown in the middle. There is also the Vorpal sword, and it's all surrounded by ruined pillars and arches. And that's actually the whole island. If you want to visit this island on your own, here is the dream address once more. I remember having so much fun while building this island, and I was so inspired by the movie. It was so nice because I didn't have to think about all the areas and places. I just recreated everything I saw in the movie. This is probably why it was the first island I ever finished, because I didn't have to worry too much about what to build next. So if you're struggling with your island, maybe it would be easier for you to build a place that actually exists from a movie or a game you love. It can really help you with the progress. Even after all these years, I still love this island, but what do you think? Please let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Once more, thank you everyone for 100 subs. We are going for 1000 now. This is so exciting. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye!